Tally-o. Now, I love doing these long-term reviews. I mean, it's all nice and well doing reviews of brand new products. They all look nice and shiny and new, and they all pretty much feel fast and fluid. When you open the hinges, they feel nice and tight. But how do they hold up after a long time? That's why I love doing these follow-up reviews. You get to see how these products perform over time and how they age. And you get to see whether your recommendation of this laptop is still warranted 6 months down the track. Now, I reviewed this ASUS UX360 maybe 6 months ago. So this thing here is a review unit and it has been around Australia, trust me. Bashed and crashed, abused, especially the battery. The battery always gets abused because when people review it, they run the battery right down. And how has it held up over 6 months? Well, I can tell you, it has held up pretty well. There are a couple of minor blemishes here and there, a couple of scratches or scuffs. That's the only sign of wear and tear. The hinge still feels good, the keyboard still feels good, and overall it just still looks as beautiful and luxurious as it did when it came out of the box after a cleanup, other than those scuffs. Now, I compared this to the MacBook laptop when it came out because it's a similar price and it's an Ultrabook, but this thing here is a 2-in-1, so it has many advantages over the MacBook. It still has a beautiful high resolution screen, which is really good actually, and if you want to see my full 10-minute review on this, I will leave links in the description to that, so definitely check that out. So why this is better than the MacBook is it has a proper keyboard, 1.5mm of travel, obviously it has all those 2-in-1 features. You can use it as tablet, presentation mode, tent mode, and as a regular laptop. It has a beautiful high resolution display that is touchscreen of course, which the MacBook is not, and it has proper i5, i7s. We're talking the Ultrabook parts, we're not talking M mobile processors in here. Proper 6000 series U parts, 15-watt Ultrabook parts, which are very powerful and much better than the M processors that go in the MacBook. And this thing is beautiful. You see how luxurious it is, the finish, the build quality is great. It's ultra light and portable, 13.9mm, 1.3 kilos, get up to 16 gigs RAM, has an M.2 SSD, so you can replace that if you like. It's much better money spent than if you bought a MacBook. So I do think if you're looking for a laptop around that sort of price point, definitely check this one out before you go and pull the trigger. All the advantages of the 2-in-1, and this is one of the best 2-in-1s in the way it works. And what I mean by that is when you rotate it, it works straight away. Like a lot of 2-in-1s, you can go have a coffee by the time you flip it and it actually rotates. It should work like your phone or a tablet, and this one does. So that's nothing to sneeze at. You would think all of them work like that, they don't. These ASUS ones really do work well as a tablet or a 2-in-1. And those hinges have held up well, as I've said. Still a cracking product today, so you can probably get a deal on these now because they have been released for a while. Look in the description, I'll leave links to it. Definitely a product worth checking out, and it held up over 6 months, bash and crash. And the only place I would say it didn't hold up is probably the battery life. It is a bit less now, hour or two less. You still get your 5-6 hours battery, but you got to remember this is a review unit and it has been abused and it has been run flat, that's for sure, because when I got it, it was flat, so batteries don't like that. So just make sure you take care of your battery. So that's it. If you like this review, give me a thumbs up. I'd like to really thank you guys for watching, and until next time guys, tally ho.